Hello! It's Thursday, February 10th, and today is the last day for our daily workout. I'm always gonna be around, I'll be always on Instagram, on Facebook, you know where to find me. But today is the last workout of the series. Okay, so we did approach the body in many different ways. Sometimes it was more of a workout, sometimes it was more of a hint for you to think about it and work, and keep in mind during your daily workouts. Today, after everything we did the balance, we did the glutes, we did the abs, we did the feet connected to the pelvis. We did the glute medius with all the side kick series and all those lifts up. We worked a lot when we did balance on the 2x4, which was an amazing exercise. So I want to I want to end this series with the stretching. Stretching, like we're gonna approach it general. We're gonna do a couple for the lower body, a couple for the upper body, let's say. But let's say I'm gonna leave you with the ones that I mostly teach my client. That kind of I don't think I can think about a client that I don't teach these exercises to. These are so important. Doesn't matter how tight you are or how flexible you are. Remember, stretching is restorative. Not necessarily stretching is only for who is tight. Stretching is so important for everyone because mostly when you do a myofascial stretching, you really work with the fascia. You move the fascia. You move the hydration in your body. Now, don't forget that you need to drink water to make sure you are hydrated. But if you are hydrated, then if you add the Eldoa work and myofascial stretching, it's the best thing to maintain that movement of water. Okay, the more movement you have, the better quality of life you have, the better quality of tissue to work with you have. So we're going to get started. We're gonna sit cross legs or kneel, whatever it's easy for you, it doesn't really matter. And from this position, I want you just to roll the shoulders out a little bit, and then you reverse and you go the other way. Just to ease up a little bit, head the same way. I want you to circle one way and then the other. We're gonna repeat it one more time. You drop and you reach to the side, and then you drop and to reach to the other side. And then you come up slowly. And now here I want you to grab one elbow, pull the arm behind or to the side, depends on how much range of motion you are. Now make sure you're not arching over here. You want to maintain the back nice and straight. So here just bend the elbow very much. We are releasing and stretching the long head of the tricep, and you hold it. This release and this stretching, I want you to side bend away. Okay, you increase that stretch by side bending away. Then we had a little rotation, so you end up looking down at your knee. Watch how not to drop. I'm still reaching tall. And then as I reach tall and my elbow is lifting up towards the ceiling, then I stick my ribs back and I breathe. Now, in this position, you can decide if you want to target the area just below the armpit and behind the armpit, or farther down, or at the lower back. You decide where you put the intention of the stretch. You breathe, you keep lifting up the elbow, you keep maintaining all those actions, the side bending, the rotation, the flexion, pushing the ribs back, and then slowly you can go back to your side bending, and you come up and release, and you slowly release the arms down. Move it around, stretch front and back a little bit, and now we do the same thing on the other side. You're gonna grab and lift. Again, adapt the position, according to the range of motion you have. You pull, you breathe, you maintain, maintain. Make sure you don't arch. Pull back and lengthen the spine. And now, after 5 more seconds, we're adding, and from the tricep stretch, we go into the latissimus dorsi stretch, the lats. So from here we go side bending away. You turn away, and then you pull back and you reach. So you do a little flexion. So the ribs are pulling back, the elbows reaching up, you maintain, you lengthen, you lift. Push. Breathe, maintain all those components. Maintain the lifting up, maintain it pushing back, target wherever you want to stretch more. And then you go back to side bending and slowly up, release. Beautiful. Now let's go lying down for a quick glute max stretch. I want you to use a little towel if you need that for your neck. If you don't, you can do without it, but make sure you're nice and aligned. Now, don't modify your pelvis, cross over, and you pick up the bottom leg and you lace your fingers either in front of the knee, in front of the shin, or behind the thigh, whatever works best for your body type. And over here, I know that this is a very familiar stretch. I know that you probably say, oh, well, I already know that one. And maybe you do, and maybe you do it correctly. But I want everyone to pay attention not to curl it up. Whenever I see new people coming and working with me, I see this happening. They want to pull because they want to increase their stretch. Now, that is partially true. The more I pull, the more I increase the possibility to stretch that muscle. But my glute max does attach also back here. So if I lift the insertion, the origin point, I don't really achieve much. So make sure your sacrum stays down. Make sure you keep cueing to push the tailbone down onto the floor or reaching it forward, whatever it's easier to think about. And at the same time, you pull the knee in. Of course, it's a compromise, but it's much more, the stretch is more, it's proper. It's detailed according to the muscle anatomy. Now from here, you slowly release that knee down, the foot down, you release the leg, and we go to the other side. Keep it nice and even and pick up the bottom leg and you pull it towards you. You breathe, you try to maintain the box square. A lot of this could happen. We don't want that to happen. We want it nice and even. The tailbone down, the back is flat. I reach along with my neck. My eyes are looking down a little bit. And I pull that knee to me as much as possible. Very good. Breathe, push, breathe, push. Push the tailbone, reach tall with the top of the head. Maintain. And slowly release. Good. Now lengthen up the legs, shake them off, release, breathe. And now there are other 2 stretches for the lower body that I want to do with you. So the first one is the recto fan. So you can decide, if you have a good balance, you can step forward, you can go back and grab the ankle, you come up. This is a first step. This is already a good position for the recto fan. Or you come all the way up and you open up at the hip together as you do the flexion at the knee. This is like we need to do 2 actions, right? We need to fully flex the knee and open up the hip at the same time. So very important to possibly achieve them both. Now, if this position is a little bit too hard, or maybe you don't have the balance, use the couch or the wall. Go there with your knee, step forward with the other leg, and then you slowly come up. Okay, make sure that as the knee fully folds, you also open up the hip a little bit as you come up. Make sure you get into that retroversion as soon as possible, okay, so that we Stretch the rectum distally and proximally. Maintain, maintain, maintain. And now you slowly release, and we go to the other side. So again, pick the position that is best for you. You can also use a broomstick or a chair over here and help yourself with balance even without going to the wall. Make sure the floor underneath you is padded so it gives you comfort and it doesn't have you like jump as you get there, right? You want to make sure it's comfortable. And now here you pull and you reach up. You lengthen, 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 and you breathe. Push, 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 push. Maintain the body up, maintain the retroversion. Lengthen, open up the hips. And then usually when I'm in this position, I don't like just to drop the foot down. I want to rock forward so that I'm not on my kneecap. And then safely, I release my foot down. Good. Just go down into a little bit of a stretching position, like a little child pose, to release everything. And then we come back up and we go into a little bit of an Adductor Series. So from here, I want you to go out to the side. The feet, the knee and the foot are in the same plane. You do a strong retroversion. You open up, you do external rotation, and then you lunge towards your knee. Go reach, 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 lunge, stay up with the chest. Maintain the retroversion, reach and lengthen. Push, push, push. And now slowly go back and we switch. Switch, other knee, go out. You might have some more opening on one side more than the other. Just respect your body, but try to work and to move your body as even as possible, and always do these stretches both sides. Don't do only one side because you know it's the tighter one. Just keep repeating the stretching both sides. You curl and you reach. Of course, the arms can go as well. From the very beginning, you reach, 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 reach. Push with the arms, grow tall. Push, 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 grow tall. Maintain the lift. Maintain the reach. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Breathe. Sometimes this knee wants to come forward. Make sure it's pushing back as you lunge sideways. And then easy release. Now we're gonna go to the first knee we were kneeling into. And again, we do even up the hip. We don't want any unevenness. Retroversion, and now the leg is at 45 and I'm reaching out at 45. I'm lengthening, 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 so slightly different orientation, different muscle. You push with the arms, you grow tall, you lengthen, push, push, push. Maintain the stretch, pad the foot, pad the knee if you need to, okay? Make sure you don't do these stretches feeling discomfort in the joint. It's not worth. We're doing all this to improve the health of the body. We don't want to hurt other places. Sometimes the workout is necessarily painful, like a good painful, but we don't want to bruise the knees or bruise other parts of the body just because we would have to have a little extra pad. So use a towel, use a pad like this blue one. It's really good to make sure that you work safely. Now here, retroversion and reach. Maintain the external rotation, keep reaching out. Maintain, 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 keep reaching out. Push, 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 push. Make sure you're supported. Tailbone under. Don't get into an arch. Maintain the axial extension. Reach, reach, reach. And slowly release. And now the next one is one of my favorite, absolutely one of my favorite. I did the other two just to get into get ready for this one coming. So if you sit a lot, if you have tension at the hips, if you have a low back pain due to non-movement of the psoas and non-movement of the muscles in general, because you're you have this life that either you like it or not during the week is too sedentary, this is a great one. Do it anytime you want during the day. Just stop your work, kneel down, do a stretch, mostly if you are working remotely. Now, 1 foot forward, the leg back needs a little internal rotation. So I'm gonna show my foot out. I'm going to a deep retroversion, and then I stretch forward. Now, grow tall the whole time. We're gonna keep it simple. We're gonna do just one version of the stretch. There are many different versions because the psoas is a pretty complicated muscle. Many different parts attaching at different parts of the spine, different parts of the ilium. So we need to be very precise when we want to go into a specific part of it. This is just, again, the simple version. When you're sitting a lot, you want to grow tall, you want to do a strong retroversion and pull back. And of course, if you want to learn more, you can slowly release and we switch. You know, the myofascial stretching course is one of the most important tools that you can have for yourself if you're a client, or for yourself and your clients if you are a trainer. So from this kneeling position, you move the back foot out, strong posterior tilt, grow tall, don't forget the axial extension, and reach. Push, push, push with the arms, grow tall with the spine. Push with the arms, grow tall with the spine. Maintain the tailbone under, maintain the lift. Make sure you don't round. It's a lift and a pull back. And you reach and you lengthen, and you reach and you lengthen. Foot is out. Maintain, maintain, maintain. Push, 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 push. And then slowly release back. Now, I want to leave you with a little release for the back. So we're going to work the neck first just a little bit, and then you can either stretch your body forward like this or roll back on your shoulders. Now, if you roll back on your shoulders, I want you to go super slow. We're gonna go there next. For now, we just lie down, head on the mat, and we go gentle with eyes back, chin up, eyes down, chin in. Eyes back, chin up, eyes down, chin in. Let's do it one more time. Back and up, down and in. Feel free to lengthen the neck a little bit with your arms. You want to really get the chin in and lengthen the posterior part of the neck as much as you can. And just stay there a little bit and eyes looking down. This is not a real stretch, but honestly, when you feel that there is a lot of tension accumulated on the shoulders and you cannot really connect with your neck too well, this is a very nice release. Breathe. You can stay like that. You can hug the knees into the chest. Just easy, just the axial extension and the eyes. No more than that. And then you slowly release. And now what I was talking about for the spine, for the back, I want either for you to sit up and push forward the arms and around your back to the back of the room. That's one choice. Or super slowly, only if you are used to rolling back, you can lift up the hips, support the hips, soften the knee, and be and rest wherever is best for you. Could be here, could be here, could be all the way here. Just don't go too far back if you're not ready. Don't go with the weight on your neck. Stay on your shoulders and breathe. And now slowly release down. Roll your spine. and all the way down. Release, you hug your knees. We're going to rock side to side, and then you stop in the very center and you go into little circles, and then reverse. Beautiful. Ta-da! We are done. We are done with our little series. And so if you just jumped in today maybe, or if you did only a couple of days, go back to the recordings, go back to the Facebook page. And again, to be able to win 6 months of fitness membership, you need to like, comment, and share at least 3 different workouts, not just one. So pick the 3 that you need that you need to do the most. If you haven't done them yet, just go there. They're not long, they're maximum 20 minutes, so in one day you can potentially do them all. But again, they're gonna be for a while there, the workout, but you need to do all those things, the comment, the like, and the share, before tomorrow, because on Saturday we're announcing the winner. So stay tuned, because if you did participate, you might be the winner of our scholarship for fitness membership. So fingers crossed. And it was nice. It was a pleasure working with you. It's so nice to read your comments, to see your ciao Ilaria. Lots of people from Italy, very happy about that. Probably is a time that really works well for this quick workout. It's 8:30 p.m. in Italy when I do them usually. So anyway, happy to see many of you, and hope to see you soon, either on the membership, in the membership, or somewhere else. Have a wonderful day.